It's not a secret that Will Smith's marriage is plain toxic and his wife, Jada, has been treating him like a dirt. And this time, she crossed another line as she exposed one of the biggest secrets of her husband. I don't know if Jada meant good by spilling this, but it seems like she knows something about her husband's intimate relationship with the Black Godfather Quincy Jones. And guys, you won't believe the stuff that she is saying about Quincy's ungodly influence. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. You all Quincy Jones. He is the man responsible for Michael Jackson's most successful songs and albums, and he throughout his career worked with numerous jazz, soul, and funk big names, like Frank Sinatra and Aretha Franklin. And these are only a few big names that are associated with Jones. However, as it turned out, in certain circles, he's known not only for his producing skills, but his disturbing inclinations and the way he treated some artists. Despite being madly respected in the show business, Quincy is no strange to some controversy, and according to Jada Pinkett Smith, he played a huge role in corrupting her husband, Will, and turning him to closeted man. Well, there have been allegations suggesting Quincy's interesting intimate preferences, but it has never been openly admitted by the producer. However, many people in the industry are confident that Quincy is as far away from being straight as a person can be. So, the reason why Jada feels so sad and decided to spill the beans, it's because not only her husband suffered from Quincy's inclinations, but also another man that she used to love. And yeah, you probably already guessed that I'm talking about Tupac, who once dropped a huge bombshell about the producer's wrong motivation. The rapper exposed Jones' disturbing actions and revealed that he once had proposed him to participate in some interesting activity behind the scenes. And the more shocking thing here is that tell-all interview quickly disappeared from everywhere without a trace, and Quincy addressed the rumors long after Tupac had been shot. Well, it was very convenient for the producer to shut down rumors about a person who is dead and no longer can express his own opinion on the matter and confirm or deny his statements. When the reporter directly asked Quincy about the rumors of offering Tupac to start intimate relationship, the producer said, "I know. The people who say I wanted to sleep with him, man, this is the biggest age of haters I've ever seen in my life. I've been called a blonde, lover, a pedo, men, lover, everything. I don't care, man. Imagine my daughter being engaged to Tupac and me trying to make love to him, and I'm not into no men, man. I'm a hardcore lesbo. Are you kidding? All my life? But it seems like no matter how hard some influential figures are trying to hide the despicable things and mess they create, the truth always surfaces one way or another. And despite Quincy's attempts to erase that interview of Tupac forever, fans will never forget about what the rapper had stated. It's clear that Tupac and Quincy Jones had some huge problems between them in the past, and the rapper had been vocal about his displeasure and made some shocking revelations about his so-called friends and acquaintances who were only pretending. I just spent 11 and a half months in a maximum security jail, got shot 5 times, and was wrongly convicted of a crime I didn't commit. Something tell fans that Quincy was the person Tupac had in mind when he was sharing his opinions on people enslaving others to fulfill their own sinister desires. While Quincy denied everything, it's easy to assume that at some point Jones was planning to take advantage of the rapper because they were in a close relationship, and Quincy wanted them to become even closer. I mean, it's not a secret that Tupac was thinking about leaving Death Row Records to sign with Quincy's label shortly before his was gunned down. On one episode of Fat Joe's Instagram live series, Keisha Cole revealed that Tupac had plans to leave Death Row Records to sign to Quincy Jones' label prior to his untimely death in 1996. As Cole said, the weekend of Mike Tyson's infamous Vegas fight the same night of Tupac's fatal shooting, his fiancée, Jada Jones, who is one Quincy's daughters, and her brother Outlaw's rapper Nut, so were also in town. On the day he died, Tupac shared with them he was planning to leave Death Row for Quincy Jones' label and that he wanted Cole to join him. As Keisha said, I actually did know Tupac. He wanted to sign me to Quincy when he was with Kidda, Quincy's daughter, and he was gonna leave Death Row and go to sign with Quincy. He wanted me to go over there because he said that Death Row was not the place for kids. And although the sudden death of the rapper left everyone in the industry shattered, we might never learn the truth of his true relationship with Quincy and whether the producer was actually offering him to become more than just partners in music. And since no one mourns Tupac as long as Jada Pinkett Smith does, that's probably why she decided to be vocal about Quincy's atrocities as well. Because according to her, the famous producer also laid an eye on another man in her life, and this time, he actually succeeded. Well, Will Smith's intimate life has been in the spotlight since the dawn of time, and once he was accused of assaulting a male dancer without asking his consent. And that's why the beginning of this crazy drama about Will's secret life, because his union with Jada has often been seen as unconventional. Over their entire marriage, the duo has faced countless rumors regarding their exclusivity, and there were even allegations about young men leaving their mansion with creepy face expressions. Well, it only adds to speculations that Will swings both ways, and as Jada tries to hint, it had all started with Quincy Jones. Fans were quick to believe her story because many clues lead to this. As Person wrote, that's how Will Smith got Fresh Prince. Quincy Jones owned the network, but Will had to do some stuff with Quincy, and the rest is history. As another person dissed Jada for running her mouth because it's not the first time she puts a husband into an uncomfortable position by spilling what should have stayed hidden. Here's what this fan wrote, and here she goes again. I should have known it wouldn't be too long before Jada throws dirt on Will's good name. Again, that's why her little show was canceled. Well, Jada has proved to be a horrible wife for decades, and apparently Will learned a lot from her and his other traumatizing experiences with Quincy, because how else would you explain that the actor has turned from a victim into an abuser himself? Like that fact that Will was kissing his son on the lips in the public. If you ask me, I find it creepy and disgusting. And it seems like there's only one explanation of such a horrible parenting, and Jada already mentioned it. Well, the couple has proved that there was nothing ordinary about them, and considering the rumors about their creepy parties for swingers and young males, I just want to know what kind of experience could traumatize Will so much that he turned into a person where he picked all his questionable techniques. Apparently, he might learned a lot from his nights with Quincy Jones. The great producer had been in the industry for many decades, and he doesn't mince words when it comes to some of the biggest stars. Like Jones was first to allege that Marlon Brando and Richard Pryor had a sexual relationship, claiming that Brando would sleep with anyone. Despite the shockwave that Jones sent through the show business, later, Pryor's widow Jennifer confirmed the rumor, telling Timothy that her late husband was always open about his bisexuality with friends and would not be ashamed that the relationship was revealed publicly. And although Quincy never said anything like this about himself, some fans suggested that karma might eventually strike back and his own love affairs with men could be revealed one day or another. And it seems like this day has come because Jada is adamant to spill some secrets. And if you know Jada, this is not the woman who invents lies to seek attention. It seems like Quincy had many interesting and different experiences with his male friends as well, which suggests that he suppressed his true nature for a long time. Controversy starter Professor Griff claimed that Quincy Jones, the godfather of many black artists in Hollywood, has connections to numerous secret societies and cults. According to him, Quincy was a part of prostitution ring in the industry, and he revealed how influential people were corrupting young artists, promising them fame and money. Well, it doesn't even sound surprising considering that Quincy attempted to introduce Tupac to this kind of lifestyle and force the rapper to take part in the industry's secret initiation rituals. Apparently, the rapper didn't think twice about turning this proposition down, and unlike him, Will Smith wasn't that brave and strong. And that's why Jada feels the need to expose Jones' abusive behavior and remind the society about the messy things that are going on in the show business. She is deeply wounded by the fact that two of her close men had to deal with Quincy's unsaturated desires and prays that everyone else would be safe from this kind of experience. Many fans already guessed that there's something shady about Quincy, and Jada's words only proved their suppositions. As one fan commented, "Everybody knows Quincy Jones turned out Kevin Campbell." Not the first time we heard these things about Quincy Jones. There's a lot of men that's on the DL are bisexual, and so is a lot of women. But when men do it, it just looks so much worse. And another person added, "This may explain why all of Will Smith's children are, well, how they are." Well, at this point, I feel sorry for Will Smith's kids, considering that both of their parents are kind of traumatized and demonstrate totally unhealthy relationship model, with Will struggling to keep his intimate preferences in secret and Jada running her mouth left and right. It's hard to say why these two are still together at this point. And what do you reckon? Was Will truly traumatized by his encounter with Quincy Jones? And will he ever admit it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about celebrities and their secret lives. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon